Hey everyone, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here on November 13th to do live mini readings. I'll give it a few minutes for everyone to join in. Hopefully, we'll get some notifications out. Um, but yeah, before I do my whole spiel, I'm just gonna wait a few minutes, let everyone get in. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Make sure I can get in on the chat. And once again, I'm sorry, y'all. Like my my computer was acting up once again and won't let me stream. So I'm doing it on my phone. Sorry if the quality is not good. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, guys. So okay, so I see a few people have joined in already. Hi, guys. Just got back for dinner with Mama Joe for her birthday. Thank you to everyone who shared some love with her. I really appreciate you guys. You made her feel super special. And it's been a great day so far. It really has. And it just made me also realize, you know, especially with the way that things are nowadays, so many of us are caught up on, you know, spending money in order to make someone feel special and whatever the case may be. And usually we go full out for mom. And this year, because of the move and all the money that we're spending trying to move to a different state, we're just running low on funds, right? And I just wanted to make sure that she had a special day. So, I mean, y'all saw us this morning. We've been together all day long watching Christmas movies. And, you know, hey, Robert, I am doing good. And I just want to share this with y'all because, like, I almost felt even guilty not getting her even a card, but our day was just so good spending time with each other that it really made me realize just um, how beautiful and special love can be. And when you're together, it really doesn't matter. Like, I mean, we went out to Matt's, which is a burger place here in town. We used to go there all the time, but we just quit eating out over the years like we used to. And we this is one of our favorite spots, so we definitely wanted to make sure that we went and had their food before we leave town and that kind of stuff. And she was like, well, I want this for my birthday, so that's where we went. And it was awesome. And there's actually a few guys doing, they have what they call the bomb challenge, which it is a ridiculous amount of food. And these guys looked pretty confident. I even asked them, are you confident? So we were joking back and forth with another table, but they seem like pretty good guys. And, you know, it's just being together was such a great day. And sharing that day with y'all, I read her all the comments between YouTube and Facebook on the way to the restaurant. And she is just so ecstatic, and y'all really did make her feel great. So yeah, thank you everyone. Hi, my diva, how are you? Xavier, what up, brother? Michelle, yes. Kara, I love you guys so much. Hey, Lou, how are you? Yes, yes. um, I really do appreciate you guys. And um, Mom appreciates you too, so thank you for showing up for her today and sharing that love with her. I really, really appreciate it because, you know, with her health issues, she obviously doesn't get out a lot. She feels lonely a lot of the times because, like, I'm her only friend that's like a, you know, active part of her life. So thank you for sharing that love with her. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, guys. But for anyone who is interested, lines are open. So how this works, if you are new to my channel, welcome. We are so glad to have you here. I know that most of the people in this chat know what the deal is, but on every Wednesday, what I do is I do live mini readings, and this is for anyone, and this is the same service that I give to all my people who want a mini reading. You know, either they just want one question answered, or, you know, just to get a little insight, those kind of things. This is exactly what I do in my, you know, personal sessions. So if you're interested in that, get a feel for it, whatevs, and, you know, if you want to book that on the side, you can. So, you know, some people are okay with their business being out there, and I appreciate all of you who share it with me, no matter how it comes across. But what it is a $20 love donation. There's a PayPal link down in the description box. Please follow that. As soon as I receive your PayPal donation, then I will put your name on a list. I will only be taking so many tonight, so we'll see how many we get through, because of course I still want to finish out the day with Mom, maybe watch another movie or something, and, you know, just keep it chill tonight. So, but if you would like to get on the list, all you gotta do is follow that PayPal link. Thank you, Michelle. And give me 1 second. Who's that? Checking PayPal now. So, oh, that's mine. Okay, never mind. Haha, just kidding, guys. So, yeah, but what it is once your name gets on the list, then I will call your name out, okay? Once I get to your name, please have your question ready, and I will pull some cards for you, whatever messages you get across. You know, just please take however it resonates, but usually they resonate pretty good if you ask everyone in the chat. So, yeah, and you can ask any question you want. I will, if it's something that I can't answer, I will definitely tell you, you know, if it needs to be rephrased or whatever the case may be. But usually I've answered pretty much every question y'all have thrown at me, so yeah. But don't forget to like, share, you know, what have you, and we'll just get started on the opening prayer and pull some cards, get the energy flowing, and we'll see what happens. I'm down for it. You know I am. So, all right, Spirit. Woo, what a day. Feel the love, guys. All right. Dear Spirit of love and light, angels, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, spirit guides, my higher self, and all my divine beings, I call upon you now. I ask that you please call in our tribe and lead them to this chat if they need answers from you tonight. I am here to be that channel for you. I ask that you clear my mind, body, and soul from any low frequencies that may disrupt this energy flow, and in order for me to be a clear channel for you and our viewers. I do ask that you allow me to be your voice and your vessel, your channel for grace, absorbing your light and your wisdom so that your messages may flow naturally through me. Allowing me to see with all-knowing eyes, hearing without distraction, and communicating your messages as you wish them to be perceived. I ask that you please shine your divine rainbow warrior light around me and all my viewers so we can create a sacred space for us to receive your messages today. All the messages that we do receive, please be clear and accurate, to the point, and allow them to receive the answers that will benefit their highest good and all those involved. Thank you for keeping our energies protected at this time so that we may be able to be free with our energies and experience each other on a higher level of love, compassion, and understanding. I hope. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to just start with an opening message. We can chit chat, honestly. Like, I'm just here to be of service for y'all. So, whether anyone gets a reading or not, you know, I'm here. I'm hanging out. I told y'all, like, no matter what happens, I'm showing up for y'all. So, I'm actually curious, though, too. So, sorry, guys. I'm struggling a little bit with the electronics lately. I don't know why around this time of day, like especially during Mercury retrograde, my computer just, YouTube will not let me stream. It's so weird, but it lets me do it on my phone. And it just updated. What else? So, we're going to start with an opening message. Well, look at that. Okay, we have the skull of flowers. Charlie, don't you knock my stuff. You have the whole bed, sir. He's so pushy. Alright, so the skull of flowers, okay. This says creating through the ashes. And I feel like a lot of us have been going through this huge transformational shift, really coming into this rebirth cycle, especially with Scorpio season, Mercury retrograde, full moon in Taurus, like all these shifts are happening and clearing out the old before 2020 hits. But now we're like really coming into this phase, because I mean it's been months guys that we have been doing some serious work, right? We have been purging a lot of our old habits, belief patterns, the way that we interact with the world, the way we interact with our spirit, and just the way that we look at and create things. So what I'm getting is like all this work that we've all been doing to prepare, right? Now it's like really coming to this place um, of seeing the abundance and the little glimmers of hope after everything that we have been through, right? So, give me 1 second, guys. I saw someone donated. Oh, thank you, Xavier. See you in just a second, honey, okay? Let me get this message out. So, what else do we have? But it's like, yeah, the veil, the future. You're starting to see little glimmers of hope for the future. And it's like those parts that felt like you didn't have a clear picture of, you know, what direction you needed to move in, what areas you needed to change. And some almost probably felt like, if you can really look at it, there's some really major fracturing on that skull. So some of these might have even been like, you're so stubborn you had to be hit in the head a couple times for you to get the picture. Like that's how I am sometimes. So it's like through this death, like, okay, I'm being shown the forest when they do controlled burns. It's one of those where like they do the controlled burn so that the new can have the nutrients and the space to regrow, right? So, hey Alexandria, how are you doing? And you know, it's like going through these parts of our lives and parts of ourself that just need that fine tuning or need to be completely surrendered to or let go of. All these parts of yourself that you feel you've been shedding or letting go, or even parts of you that feel like they're dying, like that chapter is finally ending. You're starting to see the little glimmers that are being, you know, after you take this blindfold off and you can see things more clearly of what you actually need to do to get to this next stage in life. you start to have those glimmers of hope and faith for the future, right? So, um, yeah, yeah, and we've all been there, Michelle. We've all been there. But it is about that moment of just simply being. You know, I have been super stressed the last few weeks, and um, it's been an ongoing battle. And you know, I try to keep my optimism and my faith as strong as possible, but I am still human, so I fall into that trap sometimes, especially being a Taurus and constantly, you know, worried about money. Now, that's my relationship with money that I have to work with. But with that being said, you know, things happen. Unexpected things happen. With Charlie, no, I was not expecting to throw down $700, and then with the move and everything, I spent $1,000 like that, and it hit me hard. So, and now it's just in that moment of like, it is what it is. And Mom's birthday being today really helped take me out of that fear mode so that I can just share that love with her. And it really helped bring me back, right? So, and then on the bottom is lamp, remembrance, right? So it's remembering that all this stuff is simply temporary. All this stuff is, you know, you've made it through worse. You're going to make it through this. And all these things that are shifting and changing in your life are removing the veil that has kept you blinded to the things that you thought kept you safe and protected, but in reality it was hindering your future and the steps that you need to take to come closer to alignment. And now you're remembering that truth. You're remembering that light from within. And it's like going into that hermit mode where you are literally being illuminated by facing your fears and that darkness. And even if you don't have a clear picture of where you're supposed to be heading, you're having faith that the more you illuminate within yourself and these belief systems, these patterns, the more clear it's going to get, because you're removing the fog, you're removing the blindfold, right? You're removing the veil that's keeping you from not seeing things clearly. So what's the ultimate lesson here? What are we learning from all of this? All right, and then we have Lauren on the board. So give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going to pull a lesson, and then I will get to y'all's messages, okay? So what is the overall lesson here? But it's also remembering that even in the darkest and most painful moments in our life, to remember the beauty in it, right? The more that we face, the more that we acknowledge, the more we become aware, the more we can see the beauty and the magic around us always, right? It's finding the beauty in the transformation. So we have follow the moon, okay? So hopefully, you know, y'all were setting your intentions and paying attention to the cycles of the moon and how your body's being affected by these changes, right? But also remembering that in these moments when you're aligned with Gaia and the shifts that are happening in this universe, you can literally create things with your own energy, and it's up to you, because you were born to create, you were born to manifest. And this is part of your destiny. Each of you have a purpose. Each of you have a path that you are meant to take. And it's whatever fuels your fire, whatever gives your soul a reason to get up in the morning, a reason to smile, a reason to laugh, a reason to enjoy your life. That is what they want you to do, because when you are in alignment with that, you are going to help inspire so many others to do the same. And that's what they want. We want this love for all things to be contagious, right? And it's cracking this shell that this protective layer that we've put around ourselves, and illuminating from the inside out. That's what they want, right? So there's a big portal opening up for us, especially with all these shifts that we are going through, that is going to bring that illumination that we've all been looking for. And also, any one of you that are like kind of wondering when that next opportunity is coming, when is that door going to open, whatever the case may be, it is coming, my friends. Be patient, okay? Because the time is now. So, yes, I feel it. I feel it hard. All right. So, Xavier, what is your question, my dear? What can I do for you today? We will start with Xavier, and then we will move on to Lauren. So, if Lauren wants to go ahead and get her question ready, that would be awesome. Xavier, do you have a question, honey? I'm going to go ahead and start pulling. Whoa. Would like to know what moves we should make in reference to my wife's job offer. So, it's actually funny that you asked that question, because they're actually telling you, so we have the restore and replenish, beyond the mind, the heart beats, okay? So, I feel like you just kind of need to take a breather, okay? Take a breather, allow her to really like come in to this moment of surrender, right? And so that she can take this moment for herself. And I know that like no, you're fine, honey. I know that you can get into your mind a lot. I'm not sure about her because I just met her. But if she tends to overthink things a lot, then this is a really good time for you to realize the answer dwells in the heart, not in the mind, right? So there's a lot of significant changes that I see happening, a lot of ascension symptoms. I do, and I'll pull some cards, some tarot for it, but I feel like this is a really good time for her to really listen to what her heart is telling her, not her mind. This is not the time to listen to logical. Um, you know, it might be one of those things where in a logical mindset, yeah, it might even be better pay, it might be, a better position or whatever the case may be, but it might not be one of those things where she has enough room to grow, or maybe it's not a healthy working environment. And so even though it might seem a logical answer, like, yes, this is the position I've always been waiting for, whatever, I feel like this is a really good time to just get grounded, stay centered, gain some quiet, and kind of reflect on. I feel like your wife really needs to take some time to restore her energy is what I'm hearing too. Um, because she does seem to be kind of running low, like running on fumes, and it's really important that she just like have that time to close her eyes, take some time for herself, really listen to what her heart is telling her about this situation, because I'm kind of getting the sense that she feels like this might be a good move for her, but there's this hesitancy, and she needs to really ask herself, why is that hesitancy there? So, um, and especially with going beyond the normal, I feel like she might have to step outside of her comfort zone, because with the be patient and need and necessity, I feel like you need, and she needs to talk it out, okay? Share your thoughts is on the bottom. So, be open and really listen to her, Xavier. Don't talk at her, listen to her. She really needs to just kind of work it out, but she needs to be able to talk it out, okay? I feel like when she's able to openly communicate, then she can almost solve her own problems, but it's when she starts holding everything in that things really start to become an issue for her, and she can feel, I feel like, a lot of anxiety and like pressure on the chest. But with the be patient, need, and necessity, it's like really trying to just be still and kind of figure out if this is really something that y'all need to change up, or is this going to create more balance and harmony in your life too, okay? But she definitely needs to talk it out and get outside of her comfort zone. So whatever that may mean. Now, let's pull some cards. I do have the Devil card popping up. So, it could be that there are some parts of her that she's battling right now. Especially with the Ace of Wands being here. I feel like she's kind of scared she's going to miss out on an opportunity, but she feels kind of bound to a certain situation that might not be so healthy for her, and maybe that's why she's looking at another job. But I feel like there's a lack of confidence to take up a new offer, and if there's a lack of confidence, then, it could really cause a lot of resistance, right? So let's figure out why this Devil card is here first before I go too much further. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Four of Cups and the Ace of Swords reversed. So she's just unclear about like if this is actually being handed to her. I kind of feel like this position might have come out of nowhere and she wasn't really expecting it, and I almost feel like there's some sort of obligation at the current place, whether she has a contract or something like that, but she's definitely scared that it's not going to go in her favor. Maybe she's had some really like upsets with past jobs, previous employers, and she's just scared that she might miss out on an opportunity, or she might be worried about self-sabotage, these kind of things. But the Ace of Swords, there's just a lack of clarity, and especially with the Devil energy being here, even with the Three of Swords. So this is definitely, it's a knock on the confidence due to past events, right? So, especially with two aces being here, there's definitely something that wants to start, but again, there's a lack of confidence in moving forward and feeling stuck to something. So she really needs to get in the right mind, or in the heart space, not the mind space, because I feel like it's when she starts overthinking things that things start getting really out of hand. Um, I don't know why, but my back like just started seizing up, so I don't know if she's having back issues, but I feel like this confidence thing might be affecting um, a lot of tension in her back. So rub your wife down, okay? Give her a massage or something, because that shit's really uncomfortable. So, when it comes to the new beginnings that want to be successful for her, we have the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Swords. What she wants her. So it's time for her to, take that authority, have that confidence, realize she can walk in there with that emperor attitude and realize that it's destiny, it's fate. Like, the universe isn't going to provide a dream job if it wasn't meant for you, but you also have to be clear on what your intentions are and not be afraid to go after it. Like, sometimes you gotta take a risk, but it's all about what her heart wants in this moment, especially with the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of fire energy here, so, you know, um, she needs to know, and again, it's like knowing when to take action and when to sit down seems to be her biggest, like, controversy. Is it's either go 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 until I crash, or like crashing so hard that it's hard to get moving again, and she needs to find a balance between the two is really what I'm getting. But I feel like that's going to be her biggest challenge, is quieting the mind, listening to her heart, finding a still place, like restoring her energy, not letting past influences mess with her confidence. And if she wants it, go after it. But also understand that the answer dwells in the heart, not the mind. So don't overthink it too much, okay? But with the Queen of Wands being there, it's like confidence, it's passionate, it's using your intuition and realizing that you have this power. Be confident, be powerful, Um, realize your talents and don't be afraid to show them, because that's what you're there for. She's obviously good at what she does. I mean, I'm hearing that very clear. Like, she should be proud of her work, okay? So, hey, spiritual guidance, how are you, hun? So, yeah, I hope that makes sense for you, but she really needs to balance the need and necessity, and I really feel like a lot of that has to do with when to take a rest and when to take action and really move forward, like, fast and confident when she really makes her decision, okay? But realize that those darker energies, that temptation of, self-sabotage is really really strong in this dynamic, is what I'm seeing, okay? So if she needs to talk to you, let her know, like, open, just talk it out. And, don't feel like you have to fix it for her. Don't feel like you have to give all your opinions on it, and allow her to figure it out for herself. Hold that space for her, okay? So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I can't really give you a yes or no. I'm kind of seeing that this is all up to her. It's all up to her. So hopefully that can give her enough insight on how to, come to that conclusion for herself. Okay. So, all right. And then Lauren is next. So if anyone wants to get on the list, the PayPal link is down below, and Michelle is posting it in the comments. So if you are interested in getting on that list, once I receive the $20 love donation, your name will go on the list. I will call out your name, so please have your question ready. I appreciate y'all being here. All right, so Lauren, my question is, I'm a consultant with a large bank pending getting hired on directly. It's been a year and a half. Do you see this happening soon? A lot is on the line regarding this. Okay. Awesome. Good, Xavier. Glad to hear that, honey. Okay. Okay. Good. I'm glad. All right. So, Lauren. All right, Spirit. What can you tell me about this? And like Lauren, you should know the time frames can be kind of tricky, but I will definitely see if I get any hits on like when this might be taking place. But I feel, and I'm not sure if it's from you or not, but please tell me if it is. But I almost get like this nervous wreck. It's almost in between my solar and my sacral, and it's almost like these little butterflies, but it's almost like a nausea feeling too. Um, so I'm not sure if it's like a mix between excitement and fear, but it's like I don't know what to do with myself. Oh Lord. So yeah, I would definitely work on some breathing techniques and try to like really center yourself, especially with it being in this area. Doing the breath of fire would be really good, especially in the morning, to activate yourself and really connect to breath. So it's breathing in through the nose only, but doing it in like really small increments. So it's, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but you can do some research on it too. And it's like an inhale and exhale within the same second. So it, and you want to do it for at least, I can do it 15 seconds up to a minute and a half. Like, but you really want to focus on even just putting your hand on your lower abdomen and allowing your hand to just kind of feel the contraction of your stomach. Um, yeah. Okay. But that definitely helps you bring that awareness. So when you're doing it, you really want to be bringing your belly button all the way in and all the way out. And I know it's really weird, but it will definitely help, bring you more centered and help give you a little energy boost in the morning too. So, and if you do feel, they're also telling me that if you have a hard time, like kind of balancing out your energies, you can always use your thumb and your pinky, thumb on the left side and your pinky on the right, and you inhale and exhale, switching nostrils. So, inhale through the right, exhale through the left. And that actually helps balance out the both sides of your brain. If you feel like you're getting overwhelmed and kind of having issues with this distraction in your belly, it will help bring your attention back to where it needs to be. So, I don't know if you know about those, but they're telling me to tell you, so I'm going to. Even if you used to use them in your practice and need to throw them back in there. Alright, so, alright, enough of my ramblings. Okay, so, what can we figure out about Lauren's pending job being hired directly on, please? How long is it going to be? any insight that we can give her that is for her highest good only. Can you give us, alright, so, why are y'all being so quiet? Wise seeing, wise action. So, what I'm kind of getting from this is that okay. So there are certain things that are happening within the dynamic of the firm. And I feel like this is a really important time for you to really be paying attention to other people's energy, and especially your higher ups, right? If you start feeling like a buzz around the lower, the people that might be, looking for this position as well, or whatever the case may be, the people who are looking to step up. You might feel a little buzz going around at certain times, but you might even find that the higher ups are, being a little more watchful or asking more questions, these kind of things. Pay attention to the subtle frequencies. I feel like there are little opportunities that are happening that can help you, like, set the bar even higher for yourself and kind of break away from anyone that might be competing for space in this as well. And they're telling you that the more you observe and tune into the energies around your office, you'll see that there are opportunities for you to make like wise action steps that are going to help raise that bar for you as well. So let's get one of these. Know your fears. So, I would definitely watch, especially because the fact that there is a mix of excitement and fear that I was feeling. Know what your fears are, Lauren. This is going to help make a huge shift in everything that's happening, because we do have 20 here. So whether that be 20 days or the 20th of a month, um, it could be around that time or the second. So 2 and 20 are definitely an important number. But once you recognize your fears in this situation, whether that's going to be, because we even have let 2 become 1, 20, so 4, 6, which the number 6 is action and victory, success, all those kind of things. I feel like you really need to really like hone in and focus, especially like the balancing of the energies that I was telling you about, is merging the feminine and the masculine aspect so that you, okay, there you go. So, because there's a very significant numbers around 2s and 0s, so 2020 could definitely be it. Now, I do feel that this is about listening to your intuition, honing in on those subtle frequencies, okay? And again, wise seeing, wise feeling, like being in tune, being aware of what's going on, and then having that masculine energy be able to step in with that confidence and be like, yes, this position's fucking mine. You know what I'm saying? And like, watch out, world. I got shit to do. That is honestly what I'm feeling. You have a very fierce energy when it comes to things that you want. You are very passionate about things that you want. So recognize what aspects of this that you're kind of fearing, really hone in on that, deal with it now. Deal with it now, because the doors are about to open up for you. I'm hearing that very clearly. And once you move past these fears and blend these energies of the feminine and the masculine, you're going to be able to pay attention to the opportunities more that are going to help you, like, step up the process. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what we have going on with the tarot. What do we want to tell her, friends? What do we want to tell her? What? Oh my god. Coming from someone's screen name that says obsessive alcoholics. Good lord, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. uh, People. Alright. Thought there was something else that flipped over. So, the Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Okay, so again, you know, you were so freaking intuitive, Lauren, okay? And it's so important, again, learning this balance. There are things that you're not quite seeing yet because they haven't been revealed to you for a reason. Again, number 2 is very important. So, I do feel that this is the time for you to, like, just cloak yourself and your energy and your intuition, and realizing that you have this higher power and all this information and this wisdom wants to be shared with you. You are highly, highly intuitive. So you're gonna feel the shift when this opportunity, like, is about to be handed to you, especially with the Page of Pentacles. This does mean an offer, a message is coming through. And again, like, you know, he's handing it to the smaller guy. So this is talking about the position being handed down. I do feel like you really need to keep your faith in this situation. And what else can she do? What action does she need to take? Yeah, the Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles. So again, the Hierophant talks about using that higher knowledge, having a sense of commitment. Like, again, when you want something, you know you want it, you go after it, and nothing's going to stop you. But with the Queen of Pentacles, look at the way she's looking. She's holding this pentacle. This is my baby, and she sees her reflection in it. That position is yours. You see what I'm saying? Like, treat it as it's your baby. Look at it as it is already in your hand. See your reflection in it, and love, nurture it, and fight off any demons that are keeping you up, because you know the truth. You know the truth. Again, the Empress, like, you have so many things. This creative power that is within you that can literally claim whatever you want. So it's really important that you face any fears and any insecurities that you're having about this not coming through, and realize that it is coming. And the more that you align and commit to that energy and really see the abundance happening around you, like, go ahead and imagine yourself at that desk, in that office, having that, you know, the contract or whatever the case may be. Like, it is yours. It is already happening. It's in the works. You know what I'm saying? And just keep, like, feeding it. Give it energy. Give it power. And you'll see it change drastically. Okay? But again, this really, especially with the keys being here, it's up to you to unlock that power, okay? So, and with the Queen of Pentacles being here too, like she has a little jackrabbit running across the ground there. And the Queen of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy, but she's very nurturing. She's very caring. And the jackrabbit's very fast. So, again, like, there's this balance between knowing when to be patient and when to take action. And that's a huge part for you. Now, I do feel like there is someone, a male fire energy here that is definitely an authority figure, and you're like, but look what I have to offer. Don't you see this? I'm fucking amazing. How do you not see this? And I feel like there might be an opportunity that he's kind of like waiting to fade out before it is the position is accepted or given away, because we have the Strength card and the Fool. So he's kind of, I feel like he's kind of just waiting for a miracle, like for a clear sign, like, okay, now is the time. And I feel like he's going to have to almost be pressured into giving away something or stepping down from something. I feel like this person is used to being in control, and now it's like being tested, because I feel like you're about to step into someone else's place, if that makes sense. But I have no idea what's going on in your life, but it feels right to me when it's coming out of my mouth. So, is there anything else that you want to tell her? Yeah. With the Judgment and the Seven of Swords. Okay, see, yeah. And, you know, with the Judgment being here and the Seven of Swords, I feel like there's probably some things that he didn't really do that was very just. You know what I'm saying? There were probably, especially with the energy that I'm picking up from this person, wanting to be in control, they were used to having things their way, and, you know, they probably ended up doing some stuff they weren't supposed to, and now they're kind of getting backlash from it, is what I'm hearing as well. But be aware of any gossip. I'm also hearing be aware of any gossip within the practice, and keep shit to yourself, okay? There are other people around you that have the gift of gab, right? And they might not be showing it to you, but they might use it against you later, is what I'm seeing. And it could end up messing things up, so be careful of what you say to other people around you. But I do feel like there was definitely some things that this person did that was not quite right. And it might catch up to them later. Just remember to keep following your own rhythm, though. Okay, this is really important for you to just be in tune with your own energy. Fives are another significant number that I'm feeling for you. So let me read a little bit of this. Okay. So, deep within you, you are moved by an ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. It is the rising pulse of your connection to the life force. You feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly, where there is something dying within. You sense it falling away, no longer needed. You sense when it is time to rest and be patiently in transition. You feel the stirring of agitation and restlessness when new life calls you to create, to act, to step forward, and to take a risk. You know that you march to your own beat, that no one else can tell you what your inner rhythms are, and that you must trust in your own timing. You cannot be rushed or forced. nor can you be held back when it is time to burst forth. Life celebrates and supports the natural rise and fall of your inner rhythms. This oracle brings you the special message that you cannot miss what you are destined for, nor will you gain anything by trying to push yourself. Trust in the life cycles within, and you will feel the perfect balance between effort and surrender, discipline and letting go. When it is time for the rhythm of rest, you will feel a natural slowing within and be drawn into contemplation and environments that are more gentle, spacious, and nourishing, and perhaps more peaceful. When the rhythm of play beats in your heart, you will reach out to others to connect, dance, converse, sing, make music, make love, and share your wildness. You will be drawn to uplifting groups and places where you can experience a positive, energetic exchange. Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythms. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. What you will gain is peace. If you have also pulled the inner trust, So, yeah, I feel like, and again, that was kind of what I was talking about, is knowing when to be still and trust the energies around you, but also know when to take action and realize, yes, someone is going to be a little salty because you're taking over their position and they like being in control, but, you know, this is really about having confidence in yourself and knowing those fears so that you can move past them and they don't control or, pester you as you're moving forward. But I do see a lot around, you know, twos, zeros, and fives. So those could mean anything. But yeah, take however that resonates, honey, and I hope it makes sense. But yeah, so if anyone else wants to get on the list, y'all can hit up that PayPal link. Sorry, now I'm starting to get warm and it's freezing here, and I'm not sure how to take it. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I love what I do. I do. I love what I do. Um, I could not ask for a better. It's not even a job. Like, I don't even consider it a job. People ask me, what do you do? Like, oh, I hang out with my peeps. I hang out with my peeps. So, yeah, no, I truly love what I do, and I'm excited to do what I do. So thank you for being a support and trusting me with those messages, for sure. Yeah. So if anyone else would like to get on the list, follow that PayPal link, and we will get it rolling. What time is it? It's only 9. Okay. Is there anyone else that would like a reading tonight? Let me check the activity, see if we have any more new donations. Okay, no, Lauren was the last one. So, yeah, alright, well, I guess, do we want to pull a closing reading? Okay. So, I do feel, okay, perfect. I got you, girl. Thank you. I was about to say, I feel like there's someone else that wants a message, and I bet it's for you, because they were like, pull some love cards. Someone needs to hear from their DM. Have you still been talking to your DM, Michelle? I feel like there's some unsaid messages, though. Why, why are you laughing though? Did I touch it? Did I get it? I think I got it. I'm pulling on you, don't I? Pulling on you, don't I? Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. So how is he feeling? And how is she feeling? You're holding back more than he is. I know you're having a hard time believing that, but you are. Okay. Alright. And I think he can feel that. So, um, you know, like don't hold back so much, but don't like overwhelm him either. Um, what does he want to tell Michelle? Like, I mean, he's spitting out. Yeah, so, um, I feel that there are parts, and again, you're twins, so, um, this could go for both of you, more than likely both of you, but I feel like this is more of what he feels like he's seeing within you. Um, yeah, so the we have children and this could be the one. So I feel like he loves, and this is a really strong message that I'm getting, he loves how you are as a mother. Like, he really thinks the way that you care for Campbell is just out of this world amazing. And just how nurturing and compassionate you are. Like, he really sees that for you. Hey, Sheila. Um, yes, love. I miss you guys. Like, I really miss y'all. Um, but I feel like both of you are kind of accepting this role with each other a little more, even if he doesn't really know what that role is. But the way that he sees you talk about your kids, the way that you show up in your life, and that no matter what, like you doing it on your own and still being such a loving, compassionate light in this world, like it is truly like drawing him in, okay? And he's definitely really, especially with this could be the one, he's thinking about this really hard. Um, on his side, it's let go of control issues and pay attention to the red flags. I feel that, you know, he's holding back because he doesn't want to scare you off. You're holding back because you don't want to scare him off. And, you know, he feels like there are just so many different things and priorities going on in your life that you might even be like looking for a red flag to make sure that he doesn't fall back into the old patterns that he did. Okay. Um, and so this is another reason why he's kind of being a little more reserved, because he doesn't, um, he knows that he has to earn that trust with you, right? And um, he knows that you have a lot to protect and that you're not just gonna let anyone come into your life that's not the real deal, right? So I asked, what does he want you to know? And it's safe for you to love. So, and I just got chills. um, Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, no matter what that love looks like. Like, y'all obviously have a deep, immense love with each other. So, you know, instead of putting any expectations or, you know, like, it has to look like this or it has to be like that, and just really, again, and you know I've said this to you many times before, but truly just being fully present and like enjoying that energy between each other. But what on your side, you have let your friends help you and attraction. So um, you know, I feel like this is kind of how, you know, you're trying to be, but also with like him to be a little more like, is being in that moment and enjoying that energy. And you know, you have us to help you. I feel like you also wish that he had people who are like us that could help him understand what he's feeling a little bit better, but he doesn't really have that support system, and I can feel that. And that's why he's still kind of overthinking it, and, you know, feeling that there are certain things that you're still, you know, looking for or still trying to control in your life. And so he's kind of wondering like where his space is in your life right now. But I do see that, you know, a lot of the things that with the heart to heart conversations, the reason why he might not be so open with his communication about this is because he's still processing and learning about forgiveness. And, you know, can someone really be forgiven? Like, he's really questioning this, because I don't think he's ever really been able to fully forgive people in his life that have let him down. So he knows that he didn't show up for you in the proper ways, and in his mind, he let you down. So he's wondering if you can even fully forgive him for the way that he, you know, disappeared on you, or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, exactly. And so it's worth waiting for, though. It is going to come, okay? It's just he's still working through a lot of his past experiences, and he doesn't really have anyone to talk to about this stuff. You know, feelings and emotions and pain and past regrets and guilt, and, you know, all these things that keep and again, you know, just a little bit here and a little bit there. Don't let the floodgates open, but, um, you know, I feel like you definitely should start opening yourself up a little bit more to him. Let him see the even deeper parts of you, not just what other people see. Like, give him something that, um, you know, and again, like, we don't go in fully exposing ourselves, but, you know, show him what makes you you, right? The intimate moments that not everyone gets to see. I feel like that's going to, you know, and whatever that is for you, I think that's going to help deepen your bond with one another, and also let him know that you trust him with these moments or these memories and those kind of things, and maybe he'll open up to you about it too. So Um, I feel like there will come a time, you know, in the next few months where y'all really dive deeper into your feelings and your emotions for one another. But right now, it's like literally just taking your time with it and showing him these little parts of self that he hasn't got to see yet. And to be honest, these little parts of you, a lot of people don't get to see, and that's what makes the difference. Like when you show the people you care about these little moments, that's what really makes it different, right? So, I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's pull some tarot. Okay? Like, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. The Knight of Wands and the Lovers. So, you know, he's obviously feeling very passionate for you. He's feeling very drawn to you. And again, we know this is a divine connection, you know, but it's just about balancing your energies and, you know, making sure that there's that equal give and take and you'll be successful. So again, go in with that attitude of that reciprocity, right? So if you give him a tidbit, because you know they don't like floodgates. Like they don't want everything just being exposed. So you gotta kind of like put your toe in the water type thing. So you give him a little bit, he gives you a little bit. You give him a little bit more, he gives you a little bit more, and just work him up to it until it's a solid foundation, right? And no matter what, he can't stay away from you. You make him feel all kinds of shit, right? Um, so, yeah, and again, divine timing. Tend to the garden. You know, put those seeds out there. Understand that, like, it might not be exactly where either one of you want it right now, but it's putting in that hard work. This is the foundation work, right? And you want to make sure that it is nice and stable before y'all go moving on to the next level. But again, the Six of Cups, right? That reunion, um, realizing the past life connection, uh, feeling this pull to come towards the same destination. Okay, so is there anything else you would like to let her know? And then I'll pull some messages from the channeled message deck and see what we got there. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the High Priestess. So yeah, I mean, listen, they're, especially with the devil energy, right? Okay, so even though y'all have this really strong pull and connection, you know, don't be self-sabotaging or doubting anything. And again, if it doesn't fit into your life right now, that's fine too. But don't let the past, you know, experiences dictate what's happening now or in the future. And don't feel like you have to carry all this baggage with you. Don't feel like you have to, you know, it's not until you just lay it all down that you start with the ace again, right? Like, okay, well, yeah, that didn't work out in the past. Whatevs. We ain't doing this shit again. I'm laying down all this burden. I'm waiting. Just let it go. Let it go and start a new foundation for yourself and use your intuition and all your spidey senses in order to move through this gracefully. Okay? So don't let them damn devil energies fucking tire you up. Okay? Because they're definitely messing with your Empress energy right now. So, Hierophant, right? They're trying to manipulate the commitment and union here. So, which you know they are. You know they will. right? That's what they do. The closer and closer you come to union, they want to place all these doubts and fears and all this bullshit that's going to throw you off your game to make you question. Be like, not today, Satan. I got my lover boy waiting on me. Oh, Lord. All right. So, what is going on with Michelle's DM in the 3D space? The separation is eating at me. I miss the sound of your voice, the taste of your lips, and the softness of your skin. I think of this a lot when I'm alone. Ooh, he's fantasizing about you hard, girl. Alright. What do all these synchronicities mean? I see them everywhere, but sometimes it leaves me feeling more confused. I've wanted to reach out to you, but I can't quite hit the send button. So I feel like he's wanting, okay, so he's wanting to tell you more about, like, how he feels about you. I almost feel that he's written it out a couple times because he doesn't know how to form it verbally yet. But he could either be writing this as a letter or, you know, kind of just texting it out, those kind of things, email. But I feel that he's like trying to put it all together. So, because he's really questioning, oh my God, do I sound dumb right now? Like, this is some mushy shit. He doesn't want to feel like he's a sap, okay? I don't know where that came from. But these synchronicities, he's definitely witnessing the synchronicities in the 3D, and it's leaving him a bit confused. So I feel like he could even be like, you know, trying to note these down to make sense of them. And, you know, he's very scared to like really let you know the amount of feelings he's actually feeling for you, because he doesn't want to be seen as a super emotional or like lovey-dovey, oh man, I'm done wrapped up type shit. Okay. So, but he is definitely fantasizing about you and more, but we won't go into that just in case. So, alright, what is going on in his mind space? You inspire him. You inspire him. This is what he thinks about. You are inspiring him. Anything else going on in his mind space? That one wants to come out. No one compares to you. My heart freezes to think that you have moved on. So, you know, there are, okay, so you have inspired him. Those moments that you were pulling away from him, right? When you were like focusing on yourself, detaching from that obsessive, you know, that we all go through, and like really focusing on your life, your growth, your health, your success, all of that. When he felt you pulling away from him, and I feel like a lot of it was when that, when your ex came back into, he could feel you, like, you know what I'm saying? He could feel the fact that your attention wasn't on him anymore. So it scared the shit out of him, and it inspired him to step forward. Like, so he thinks about this a lot. But again, like I said before, he's very much in his head, but no one compares to you. Okay? No one compares to you. So he definitely doesn't want you to move on, okay? And you inspire him to take the necessary actions to move forward towards you. So let's see what's going on in his heart space, and then we'll call it a day. What's going on in his heart space? And you see how his heart space is more quiet. He's scared. He's scared, girl. Like, oh no, I don't want her to expose me. Don't expose me, Jess. What is his heart space? Come on, Spirit. I know you want to say it. Because I'm nosy. Alright. I'm trying to ignore what I'm feeling. See? That's why his heart space is being quiet. I'm trying to ignore what I'm feeling. I'm constantly trying to distract myself, but your memory haunts me. And I know you're praying for me. It is working. Thank you. So his heart space, is definitely feeling immense love for you. And he does try to distract himself from it because, again, he doesn't want to be seen as a sap or, emotional mush. He's really a softie deep inside. Um, but no matter what, no matter how much he tries to pull his feelings away from you, it's like your memory and your face and your energy is just always there. It always brings him back. And he he deep down knows that you pray for him, that you're always wishing him well, and it is helping him on a soul level. So keep up the good work because he's very grateful for you. So, yeah, those are really good messages, girl. Yeah, good. Keep up the good work. You're doing a good job. Doing a good job, girl. But yeah. Yes, I am, Karen. You can follow the PayPal link and I'll put your name down on the list. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'll do a few more if anyone wants one. I love you too, Michelle. Absolutely. You know I got you, girl. I got you. So yeah, if anyone else is joining in, um, so it's a $20 love donation. I will be taking a few more. And thank you, Michelle. Michelle is posting it in the comment section. Once I receive your donation, I will put your name on the list and we'll get through as many as possible. But yeah, please have your question ready. And um, we'll probably do a few more. What time is it? Yeah, it's 9:30, so I might take one or two. I might call it after Karen. But thank you everyone for being here with me and trusting me with these messages. I love you guys. Wasn't that a beautiful reading, Sheila? It really was. I love you guys. Yeah, show me some love. It has been a good day, guys. Like, really. But I'm so ready to be in the mountains. So ready. Oh, thank you, Lou. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we got a great tribe, man. I couldn't ask for better, for real. Um, tribe is everything. Tribe is life. I really do not know what I would do without y'all. Um, and as we grow and we evolve together, like, it just, it really warms my heart to know that I, like, really have so many people in this community that are doing the work, loving on themselves, transcending all this bullshit, and just all of us coming together and becoming this tight-knit little community. It really makes me feel so good to know that I could create this space for y'all to all come together, some meeting loves of their life and, you know, um, loving themselves. It's just a beautiful, beautiful transition, and I'm just really glad to have you all a part of it, for real. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know if I have that great of a vocabulary to even describe what my heart feels for each and every one of you. Really don't. But I want to take y'all on this journey, and y'all coming with me. I just want you to. I can't wait to show y'all the new property, and show you everything that we've been working towards and all the new chapters that are about to unfold. Yeah, it's going to be a good 2020 is going to be a banging year, man. Banging. I'm so excited. Isn't it though? Yeah, dude, all of October I was pretty much knocked on my ass. And then, it was like one lesson after lesson, was really tested hard in October. And then November comes around and there's still very much a lot of tests and towers, and I mean they push you to the brink, and then all of a sudden you see these little glimmers of hope and these blessings that come in, and then you see the transformation and all these things. PayPal credit, what does that mean? Is that like the e-check things? Um, if you would rather do super chat, Karen, you can do that too. I'll let you do that. It's no problem. I don't know what the PayPal credit is. If it's not like, because I had one person that did the e-check and it took over a week to get. Um, so if you want to do super chat, that's fine. That's so weird. You tried the super chat too? Well, here, while you can always do this too, Karen. If it's not letting you do it on here, just email me, and yeah, I can do it, Christina. I'm taking one or two more. Karen's just having some trouble with PayPal. So, if, okay, if you want to, and again, you can do it this way too. If you want to email me, I can send you an invoice. That might be easier. And I can send you a link. Because I do this as a service anyway. I just like to get on and vibe with my people. But yeah, if you want a link to your mini, I can send you an invoice and do that personally too. I can have that to you by tomorrow. That's up to you though. However you want to do it. Because I'll go till 10, but then I'm cutting it off. How you doing, Christina? You doing okay, honey? Okay. So what's your question? Oh, no, I'll get you, Karen. I'll get you. Don't worry, I won't leave you hanging. Whatever you have for me. Charlie, I swear. Y'all want to see how ridiculous he is? Okay. Hold on. Okay. He acts like he does not have this full bed, okay? He's got all the room in the world. All the room. And he's still pushing up on my computer. He's a mess. Alright. Christina M. What do we have for Christina? Now, let me tell y'all about this all, okay? This boy, he ate a possum the other day. I don't know what I'm going to do when I actually get him out in the sticks. He almost cleared a 6-foot fence. He literally ate a possum. He ate a possum. I can't keep this boy out of trouble, so I don't know what to do with his ass. He's my baby though. He's my big baby. He's my big baby. Alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was disturbing, Sheila. Very disturbing. I won't go into details, though. I will leave it at that. But let's just say Charlie doesn't get... Thankfully, he's not really a kisser, though. He gives me what I call boops. I tell him, give me boops, and he'll nose me. But he's never really been a kisser, but he's definitely not getting any now. So, you can do Super Chat. I do Super Chat or PayPal, but it's kind of hard when I'm doing the live streams too. If you want to do it privately, then I can do Square is also another form of payment that I do. But I usually use those for private readings. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without Charlie. He's my saving grace most days. Alright. What do we have for Christina? Wise conscious connections, right? Mm-hmm. No, we are not taking all of those. That is way too many. Okay. You need to keep a dream journal. Keep a dream journal, for real. Do not fear the unknown and the things that are unfolding for you right now. You are definitely going through this process of like truly listening to your truth, and you need to stay strong through this, because I feel like you've been kind of questioning certain things when it comes to your truth, right? So not anyone else's truth, not anyone else's perception, but like really listening. And I feel like there are some decisions that are coming up that are going to be kind of difficult for you too. Oh, hey Barb, how are you? Nice to see you in here. But yeah, it's one of those things where you almost feel guarded, and conscious connections, we are all connected. So I feel like there could definitely be some relationships or connections in your life that aren't necessarily serving you anymore, and they're just not fulfilling. There's like no abundance there. They're dry, they're lacking. It's probably a lot of drama or conflict, these kind of things. And you really need to start listening to, you know, your inner pull, the decisions that need to be made. It's not decisions you want to have to make, but it's definitely, all right, Karen, I got it, honey. Um, but it's definitely decisions that you need to make, and understand that every relationship that comes into your life is a mirror, right? It teaches you what you want, what you don't want, what are your triggers, what what is being reflected back to you that you do not like, and it's making you really look at just how intertwined all these meetings are, right? So also, the word wants to be written and heed your dreams. So I do feel like these, there's probably a connection that you have in your life that you have been having dreams about, and they're trying to give you some insight to certain things that need to be addressed so that they don't affect your present or your future, because there are certain things that are meant to be left in the past and that are not meant to come with you in the new chapter, because we have to release the dark wound and let love live. So this is about, giving yourself the freedom to express and explore love, allowing love to thrive in your life. And you can't really do that when you're surrounding yourself with a bunch of people who are over dramatic and constantly complaining about life but not making any choices to do anything about it. It's also about people who are taking advantage of your resources but not showing up for you, that don't have good intentions for you or stuff like that. Like, these are things that you are being warned of in your dreams, and it's really important that you start listening to what is happening and don't fear these people leaving your life. You also need to be working on setting some stronger boundaries, because see the signs. See the signs. Quit questioning the signs, okay? Um, but you have such a wise old wisdom within you, and it's time for you to protect that knowledge, use that knowledge, and allow things to become clearer for you, and trusting what you're receiving. Don't allow other people to deter you from making these decisions because they're benefiting off of you. You see what I'm saying? But especially if you're having dreams about this person, you're receiving a lot of signs about this person, and you just don't feel good about this person, then you might, give me 1 second, Karen, you might get to that point where, shit's gonna hit the fan, but it has to be done. Okay, so let me pull a few cards on here. What do we want Christina to know? Alright, I will let you know, honey. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Justice. Stand in your power. Be confident. Be passionate. Also, be forgiving. But just because you forgive them, it's for you, not for them. And so you don't carry that weight around with you. But it doesn't mean that you have to accept behavior that is not in alignment with you. And with the Justice card being here, if you waste too much time on someone, or even a group of people, a job, whatever, that is not respecting your energy, your time, or whatever the case may be, then your time and your energy where you're actually needed it's being taken away from that. So one of the things that I'm really being compelled to say to everyone in here is, we can get really focused on someone who needs our help but doesn't necessarily want our help, right? And we can put so much time and energy into this one person when there's 10 others that really want and need our help, that we don't have the time, the energy, or the capacity to do so, because we're enabling someone else. So keep that in mind. But it is about balancing the scales, having the relationships in your life that have, you know, the reciprocity and the equal give and take, knowing when to cut the cords, and, you know, and not just believing what someone is saying or doing, but trusting your intuition to see if there is ill intent there, okay? I feel like there are people around you that have some pretty good math. So, you know, even if, just because, okay, like in the Justice card, just because one is poor doesn't mean that they're afraid to work for themselves, or maybe they just fell on bad luck, but again, they might have a really good sob story, and in reality, they might just be fooling you. But also, you could have someone who is of stature and, you know, looking for a handout, but really is just looking to take advantage of you. And maybe they're fake as fuck. Like, maybe they really aren't as well established as they they look like they are. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like someone's not being completely honest with you is what I'm saying. But we do have the Judgment and the Justice. So no matter what, any wrongs are going to be rectified. With the Ace of Cups, the Death card, like, this is definitely going to be a huge transition, and there's going to be some sort of loss here. I do feel like whoever this person is, it's not going to be just an easy cut and dry. But with the Ace of Cups here, it's choosing you and your happiness first. Like, no matter how much you love this person, you care about this person, you're not going to let yourself be a doormat anymore. And you're getting the wake-up call. You're getting the messages that you need to resurrect these boundaries and this love within yourself, so that your cup literally overfloweth in order to start a new chapter for you. So I hope that makes sense. That was kind of really off topic of what we usually do, but obviously a message that you needed to hear. Okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad it made sense to you, because I had no idea where they were going with that. But keep a dream journal, Christina. You need to ask and set the intention that you remember your dreams before you fall asleep, because they are definitely giving you some serious messages. Okay, alright. So Karen is next and last. List is closed. Karen, I am ready for you, okay? Oh, you're also a Libra, alright. Oh, good, Barb. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, it is amazing. The transition always will kick your butt, but that's why I'm just really glad that we have the amazing tribe that we do, because it really helps soften the blow. When you have people here that, like, really understand you, that get you, and can help you through that transition, it is. It's amazing. So don't be afraid. Like, everyone in here is amazing, Barb. You'll love them. Yeah, guys, listen, if you would have seen me when I first started, like, recorded a video, just, you know, who I am, what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. Like, I had no idea how any of this was going to turn out, what it was going to look like, what I was going to do, and it's turned into all of this, and it's still growing, and I'm still just learning as I go. And I mean, I do. I changed it up every week or every couple of weeks until I felt like it worked. And then, even then, it's like, it's just like any other ascension. When you hit a certain level and you just don't, you feel like you've kind of hit that peak, then you switch it up. You just do whatever feels good to you. Yeah, dude, I was suffering way before Mercury went retrograde, and I did so much stuff that I was this Mercury retrograde has honestly not been that bad on me because I went through so much before, but it is what it is. Um, it's not easy, but it's not as bad as October was. That's for sure. Um, okay. Karen, you still in here, baby? Yeah, some of y'all have really been in here like with me for quite some time. So you have definitely seen the transition that I've been through and how much work, time, suffering, and transitioning for sure. Um, it has, it's definitely been a process. It has been a huge process. But I wouldn't trade it for the world because my whole life has completely changed. I mean, my whole self has completely changed. I don't even recognize the person I used to be. Like, let alone when I was married. Oh my God, guys. I can't, I can't even. I just can't even. And now I've gotten out of my way so much, you know, and I still fall into the trap sometimes, but I mean, that's human. And considering how I used to be, shit, I took like a whole 180, ran in the other direction. Like, I got momentum. You can't stop me now, bitch. Okay? Okay. So, um, yeah, oh, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. So, yeah, guys, I mean, all of you have done the same for me. Like, there have been some really tough moments through this transition, and there are a lot of you that, like, just getting on and being able to channel these messages. Even Mom said, you know, she's noticed it. There were a lot of times where I was just dragging ass all day, lost my momentum, lost my confidence. And I get on, and she's like, you channeling messages helps you. And I said, hell yeah, it does. It makes a huge difference because I'm tapping into source energy and I get to, you know, connect with y'all and I get to share these messages. And sometimes they push me so hard that it almost makes me feel ill. It makes me feel weak. And it's not until I start sharing the messages that I get that burst of energy, and then it's like, oh yeah, now I've just unloaded a whole bunch of fucking karma that I didn't need to be holding on to in the first place. Like, if I let it out, then I feel better. So, yeah. And y'all do. Y'all help me transmute that stuff. And, you know, even Brooke, there, shit, when we were in Florida, I was having a hard time, like, with everything that happened the night before and everything that I was going through and realizing my truth and my role and all this stuff. And I was just like, dude, please take some of this. Please help me. And she did, and she didn't even question it. She just held my hand and we transmuted it together. She prayed over me and we went in there and fucked that shit up. You know, so yeah, y'all play a big role in my life. Big role in my life. That's awesome. Yes, soul sisters unite. That's right. Karen, have you posted your question? Where are you at? Karen, waiting on your question, honey. I don't know where she ran off to. Start acting like Stewie off of Family Guy. Karen, Karen, Karen. Karen. Karen, where are you? I'm just one big kid at heart, guys. Post your questions, sweetie. We've been waiting. I was singing the Jeopardy theme. Yeah, please post your question. I don't know. She must be on a like lag or something. Will Steve and I reconcile soon? Alright, so I think the question is, let's kind of figure out where both of you are. Because will you is a yes or no, and tarot does not do yes or no. So, let's, yeah. Okay. So let's. Okay. So we have deception. So someone's wearing a false mask. All right. So let's see. Where is Karen's energy when it comes to her connection with Steve? Where is Karen's energy? Her connection with Steve. How is she feeling right now? And so is Steve. Oh my gosh, 2 Leos. Holy shit. Alright. Why are you not wanting to talk to me though? How is Karen feeling about Steve? Uh-huh. You just want him to make that effort. Say, I know you feel something for me. You better just say it. Just say it, Steve. Why are you playing? Alright. How is Steve feeling about Karen? Whoa. Scattered. All over the damn floor. He don't know what to do with himself. You don't even know what's going on, huh? You don't even know. He says, this girl done got me fucked up. I'm listening. What's happening here? Hold on, guys. I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't know what just happened, but they went everywhere. Okay. So... Wow. Alright. So, how is Steve, be clear, how is Steve feeling? Okay. He's having some deservingness issues. He does not feel worthy. And that is why he's feeling so scattered. Is there anything else? How's he feeling about... He also feels that you deserve better than him. Okay. He also feels, and it's probably you, that you are putting in more effort and energy into this connection than he has been putting in for you. Um, yes, I got it. You must be on a different time loop because I've been on it, Karen. Um, so hopefully you'll catch up, okay? Um, or the time, whatever is happening, will catch up and you'll get these messages, okay? So, what is the lesson here for Karen? What is the lesson for Karen? Okay, so you need to be paying really close attention. If you feel like there's a lot coming through for you that is wanting to be processed, a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings, whatever, keep a journal close to you so you can process, you know, everything that's coming up for you onto paper, or, you know, write it out on the computer, but the word wants to be written. So I feel like maybe you've been thinking about writing him a letter or something along that line, but I do feel that you want him to make the effort. You want him to communicate what he's feeling about you. Um, but right now he's just like having some deservingness issues and is not really putting forth the effort, even though he knows that you deserve better than what he's given you. Okay. Um, so I would definitely pay close attention to, you know, when your emotions or your thoughts start really getting the best of you, write it down. It's going to help you process, because especially, like, look at her face. She's got makeup running down her face, okay? So in those very vulnerable moments, this is going to be a huge thing for you, and really helping you, like, hone in on what the triggers are, what it means, what needs to be released, and how to transmute that. Like, really writing all of this down is going to help you work yourself through this, okay? So, what is the lesson for Steve? To bring it into form. So, you know, dream a beautiful dream. There's a lot about dreaming with y'all. Visions, daydreams, you know, those kind of things, visiting in the astral realm. But really what it is about, you know, leaving his mark, making that effort, bringing all these things back into physical form. So let's see what's going on Karen's side. Yeah, so really work on your emotions right now when it comes to him, because especially with the Knight of Swords, like, you're wanting communication and these, you know, that effort with his romantic feelings and whatnot, but I just don't feel like, until you get a hold of how you truly feel about what is going on in this situation and how it's making you feel due to past circumstances and what happened then. Because you're obviously clearly upset with the Five of Cups, right? Like, this is the River of Tears. The dude is screaming for help in the river while this guy is just like sulking over the Three of Cups that are spilled while there's two still standing behind him. But even if that communication came in right now and he made that effort, it wouldn't be what it needed to be. Like, this is some violent, harsh communication. So I feel like there would probably still be a lot of projections happening if it were to happen right now. So, it wouldn't be a healthy dynamic at this point. Okay? So, and listen, you say he sulks, and he might be doing this, but this is about your emotions, right? You need to be paying attention to how it makes you feel, right? The, the emotional upset about this person not being in your life or doing what they did, not communicating or not making the effort. Like, really, really pay attention, because, okay, even you just asking, does he love me and miss me? That tells me that there are parts of you that are still clearly very upset about this separation, right? So don't manifest something into physical form if you are not ready for the consequences, right? If you are attracting someone in that is of your vibration and you are in that vibration and he's even worse, it's a recipe for an emotional shitstorm. You know what I'm saying? So ground your energy, work through your triggers, be honest with how you're really feeling about the situation, because right now I feel that, you're just trying to like weigh out the odds. I feel like you've probably been keeping yourself busy, trying to stay grounded, focusing on, finances and career and that kind of stuff, but you're also trying to gain control over your stubbornness too. And that's one of your big lessons, because I also feel, especially with that Leo energy, the control factor, right? Both of you being control factor, like, you got two Leos fighting against each other, so it's fire and fire, right? So staying grounded in this energy and learning to, you know, give your stubbornness a better way of expressing itself instead of working against you. Um, okay, well, you reached out and he hung up on you. Who initiated the no contact? Okay. And I'll get on that in a second. I'm gonna wait for your response, but I want to know who initiated the no contact. Is this one of those things where, he's not, hey Colby, um, so, okay, my question is, if you broke up with him for being very rude and mean, then why, and even then, you reached out and he hung up on you, like, why are you stressing about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's obviously not a healthy dynamic. Okay? Um, Because anyone that, like, listen, we're all human and we all make mistakes. But if you have someone that is constantly, like, if you are in a relationship, they treat you like shit, even after you leave, you're still reaching out, letting them know that it's okay. Like, yeah, you might have treated me like shit and I even ended it with you, but I'm going to invite you back in just to see if you're still like that. And they told you they are. He hung up on you. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard pill to swallow. I get it. But, you know, and he obviously answered. So, I mean, you know, I think deep down he knows that you're a good person. But, um, you know, you want him to make the effort. And he's telling you, I can't show up for you like that. It is one-sided. You are going to put in more effort than I can give you, and you deserve love, right? But he doesn't know how to bring that into physical form yet, is what I'm saying. So so if he moved on, then you need to move on. Okay? Um you know, because we do have the Justice and the Queen of Wands. You know, it's not that he doesn't find you mm, as a passionate, seductive person. He's very attracted to you. Um, but I don't really see any sort of reconciliation either. And I don't, with what you're telling me, doesn't really sound like it's healthy, especially right now. I mean, this is someone that you have spent a past life with, but I still see, you know, I, and I mean, it could be one or both, but I see someone that's refusing to move on and staying in, like, unhealthy energy, staying resistant to change because of this past life connection. You feel this pull towards them, and I get that. But the Two of Cups is coming out sideways. The Knight of Wands is reversed. The Ace of Pentacles is reversed. Um, so it's like, even though that there's this past life connection, it just doesn't really feel balanced at all to me. Like, normally I would feel something, see some sort of movement forward, but I don't see any here. And I hate to say that to you, but I gotta be real with you too. Um, I think you need to process your emotions and stay grounded and give your stubbornness a different direction than hoping that this person's going to come back in, especially anytime soon. Because again, you deserve love, and he can't give that to you, especially not right now. And if he's telling you that he's moved on and hung up on you, then you need to honor the separation, the non-communication, right? Because he's telling you, like, I am not willing to put in the effort. I am with someone else. I'm, you know, doing my thing. And even with that, he's still not showing you respect. So you got to start showing that to yourself, okay? So, yes, move on. Oh my god, Andy lives 2 houses away. That's messed up. Um, so yeah, if he doesn't respect you, then you're telling him that you don't respect yourself because you're trying to invite it back into your life, right? So work on respecting yourself, loving on yourself, grounding yourself, and really process the emotions that are behind this relationship. Because yes, you do have a past life connection with this person, but does that mean that he was someone healthy and like a good lover for you in this past life? You know, probably not. Probably not. And that's why he was presented to you, to see if you'd still learn the lesson or if you would keep holding on, which seems like, I mean, like literally, even when you know that death is knocking on the door, you're not letting go. And the Six of Swords, you know, usually talks about movement forward, coming out of, you know, troubling times and moving towards, you know, a more peaceful way of existing. But with it being in reverse, there's no movement forward. So yeah, let it go. Focus on yourself. Love yourself. Enjoy your life. And quit messing around with fuckboys. Okay? Listen, don't make excuses and listen. Doesn't mean that they're bad people, because again, we're all human. But anyone who loves and respects you is not going to treat you like shit. Is not going to constantly go over and over, like treating you like dirt. Okay? So, you know, people can be on different pages. People can, you know, go about things in different ways and grow apart, whatever the case may be. But do not tolerate anyone treating you like shit. You are better than that. You deserve better than that. And you need to realize your worth, your power, and stand up for your fucking self. Because, no. Don't do it. Don't fall into that trap. Okay? No. Don't give him any time or energy. Karen. Okay? Just don't. It doesn't even exist. Right? Go on about your day. Go walk out your door with a damn smile on your face, arms spread to the sun. God fucking loves me. Because they are trying to get you to avoid disaster by bringing this situation to a close. Do not force it, right? If you tell him to move, you are still giving your power away. You're still giving him your time and your energy. He doesn't deserve it. Okay? Exactly. He does not deserve it. So, next. That's a good question, Barb. Karen, do you regret the breakup? Because, I mean, I could kind of understand, you know, especially with the way that you're asking questions and kind of, you know, feeling about this. I can understand if there's some regret, but again, it's not healthy. So then if you don't regret the breakup, then why are, you know, I mean, and really be honest with yourself. Listen, this is just how I work. I'm a digger. And the more aware we are with our own stuff, right, the more that we can truly work through a lot of the things that are not serving us. So if he was an ass, he was mean to you, he was rude to you, did not respect you, didn't show up to you for you, all these things, then why would you be concerned if he was coming back? Why would you call him and ask him if he'd moved on? You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's still something within you that is feeling something for him, but you have to be honest with yourself and really process what that is, because you shouldn't. It was awesome in the beginning, and most of them are. Most of them are, especially karmics, because you feel that soul recognition, right? You feel that soul recognition, and then all of a sudden things start to wear off, and you start seeing the reason why they were a karmic, because all these things start coming up where they're testing your faith, they're testing your trust, they're testing your ability to see past the bullshit, and then they end up taking your power away, right? So, Yeah. I would work on processing this one, honey. Like, really work on processing this because I feel like there's a lot um, of emotion and energetic ties to this person. Work on cutting the cords with him and just removing him out of your energetic field and your life. Because I really, yeah, you got to be kind to yourself, man, and take your time with the process. Especially if he was someone that you were with after a long time being single, I can totally understand how that would be a total letdown and, whatever the case. But um, just be pro be be patient through the process and really take the time to process what is actually happening and what you're actually feeling. And even when you think you're over it, there might still be some more stuff, okay? So, listen, with my catalyst, it took me forever and so much work, like diligent work, cutting the cords, rituals, prayers, salt baths, essential, I mean, everything. Everything that I could possibly think of, I did. And, yeah, exactly. Don't ever accept being denied respect. Um, it's okay. And listen, we've all been there. We've all been there. But, okay. Yes. And you are a good woman, Karen. So, start showing yourself that respect. Don't allow anyone to come in and like allow them to disrupt the peace within you. Okay? So, yeah. And don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Not in a harsh way, you know, just respectfully set your boundaries. And if they don't accept it, then move on. Okay? Alright, so anyway, I'm gonna get on it before all these trolls start hating. I love you guys, and thank you for showing up tonight. I really appreciate all of you, and thank you for joining in on my live mini reads. If anyone would like to get in touch with me for a personal reading, you can find all that information down below. And I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful night. Alright, guys, I will see you soon. Bye.